3, 2, 1. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another fantastic Sunday here on the Exploding Dice channel. Let me turn down this music a little bit. My name, as always, is Ashgren, and you guys are watching Exploding Dice plays Jade Regent. We have a really cool episode for you guys today. Thank you for joining us. What's going on, Firebringer? What's going on, Ben? How's it going, man? And thank you for the host, Trendane. Thank you guys for your retweets. Especially thank you to my boy Wayne June who retweets. He's awesome. I gotta talk to him again sometime soon. So before we dive into, before we get into our episode, we just have a couple of announcements to go through. As always, first thing is first. Number one, on the Fuzzy Dice Show, number one is I gotta thank I missed that, Defrogotten1 for following. Welcome to the madness, my friend. Thank you for joining us. We raise a drink to you.
I like your haircut.
Oh, thank you. I like it too.
It looks good.
No, number one off the bat. I didn't have one last week, but we do have an episode of Fuzzy Dice coming up this week, kicking off the December. And there goes Ashley. There she goes out the door. As we're working on it, guys. But this week's episode of Fuzzy Dice, I'm going to be hanging out with James D'Amato from the One Shot RPG podcast. He is a really, really cool guy, and we are going to have a good time talking and hanging out and just doing all kinds of stuff. And then, after that, the next week, and I'm dropping this early because I am so looking forward to it, on the 13th, I'm going to be hanging out with my man, Mr. or Lord Richard Garriott, the creator of the Ultima games, and also an astronaut, and just a really cool guy in general. And he's like the most interesting dude I've ever met, so you guys are gonna have such a good time talking to him. It's gonna be a blast. And also, another announcement is that same week, so the week of the 18th, we're gonna have a big, awesome special show because we're going to be on the front page of Twitch, playing D&D, and hanging out with you guys, and just having a grand old time. I seriously cannot wait. It's going to be so much fun, as we represent the Twitch RPG community. They have chosen us to do it, and we will be their emissaries to the world. So I hope you guys join us for that. As always, the links for that will be in chat. Dice Thulu will be happy to provide those. What else do I have? I don't really have anything else immediately, so let's dive in and say hi to our players. The ones that we have here, which is all of them today. And we'll start, of course, with Trendane. How's it going, man?
Good. How's it going, you?
Down there somewhere. I'm alright.
Poor drinking his mouth.
I don't need you. If you were to start drooling, it would just right on my head. Anyway, hi, everybody. I am Trendane. I am a professional freelance voice actor, thing, and apparently somebody that our lovely friend Ben from Sirenscape, he retweeted me, and I was, oh my god! See, you get Wayne June, I get Ben from Sirenscape. I find this an agreeable.
Yeah, no, why not?
I mean, because it's really, really cool sound effects and music and stuff. And it's
oh, yeah.
And the guys on Talks Machina constantly mispronounce it as Sirenscape. Actually,
do they really? I haven't been.
Well, no, it's not everybody. I think it's just Brian.
Just Brian.
And I'm just sitting screaming at the monitor, Sirenscape, siren.
Sirenscape? Sirenscape?
Sirenscape. Anyway, lots of cool guys. Anyway, I am playing a human fighter named Balin Koth, who usually is only willing to help people who are willing to help themselves. So, if
pay
a person who's like, hey, look, go till that field because I can't be asked. I don't feel he's like, nope, bye, and he'll be out. But if you're gonna go out there with him,
Here she is.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Oh my god. She's like a technical wizard or something.
No, I sat here and let somebody else do it.
See, it's just like me. I'm mechanically reclined. I just lay back and let somebody else do the work. And
Technically reclined. Where's that?
Oh man.
right there.
Down there.
Oh, he's
He's muted.
over.
Oh, it would help if I turn that off. How you guys doing? I'm Adam. I play Xantor, the druid, the bear. Actually, the bear who role plays as a druid. I don't know. Wait, no, that actually might be something else. I'm not a bear.
What's on your couch? A bear?
It does look like you
That's
have some
close,
type of
actually.
belt.
We're in the process of moving things into storage for winter, so we have to sort through everything.
He
Hibernation.
he had to move his bear.
So, did I miss anything?
Yeah.
I think I interrupted you midway through.
Yeah.
You're an elf druid who plays a bear on TV.
Yeah.
I'm not a bear. I just play one in the dungeon. Awesome. And next up we have Chris. How's it going?
What's up, fellas? Cheers. I'm Chris. I do system engineering, IT type work during the day, and while I'm here, I am playing a dwarven rogue who missed the antics and adventures of last week. So he's here to be caught up and figure out what the hell's going on in his absence. He took the holiday, took some me time, went to the spa, got his foot rubbed. It was great.
Probably for the better, but we'll get into just what happened last week in a little bit. But first I want to say hi to Ashley, who's back with us again today. Hopefully not dead anymore.
No, I'm alive. When I get sick for like a month.
I think you should see a doctor about that.
When you
I
get
did.
sick, you do it upright.
They gave me steroids. Hi, I'm Ashley. I play Kismet. She does magic poorly, and I have no idea what happened last week because
Oh, the week before.
the week before, well, yeah.
It's hard
Sick.
to remember the last time you were here.
No, I don't know. I can't remember. I don't know what's going on. She fell asleep for a while, for like a long while.
Well, there was a fly baby, and
I remember the fly baby
I'm
because
sure
nobody
you
would
do.
help me out with the fly baby.
Uh-oh.
And then Christmas happened.
Yeah.
Or Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I was
The
gonna say.
end.
No, both
What?
of them.
How
Both
long
of them
have I been
happened.
asleep?
All right. And last but not least, we have the faceless but not forgotten Josh.
Yo, what's up, boys and girls? I am Josh, aka Starscream, aka I play Zach Nafine, this very handsome and charming paladin. I was present last time, but not like fully present mentally. I'm happy to be back. I'm glad Fate's here. I'm ready to have some action this time. Let's do it. Let's kill some stuff.
We're actually going to enroll in university here, so there's no action. We're just going to be studying the entire time. Taking.
All right. Well, I'll be here next time. I'll be dead for this portion.
All right. So why don't we dive before we dive into a little bit of recap? I just want to say that as always, you guys can see it right up on screen. We do make our games a lot more interactive and fun by playing with drinking rules, which means on a nat 20, that means the players have sabotaged the DM, and I gotta drink, and I have a stable of beers here with me. On a nat 1, the party has been sabotaged and they have to drink, and on a new follower, we will all just drink to your health. Like that, like McFly Flyers, who has joined. Welcome, my friend. Welcome to the madness. Thank you for joining us, and I drink in your honor.
And Firebringer Axel is correct. There is a slight echo coming from someone.
Yeah, I don't know who it is,
Well,
so...
Just each of us goes to Roll20 and double checks in the settings and make sure that we're not sending any video or audio to anybody. We should take care of it.
Yeah.
It's probably just the Ashley.
Yeah. So definitely check that out. Also, aside from our drinking rules, right below the drinking rules, we have our Patreon scroll. So if you want your awesome name to be on there, you can support the show and join us on Patreon. You get all kinds of crazy rewards for that. And and last but not least, you can get involved in the show by hitting that big old donate banner right below the screen. There are all kinds of options. You can help our players out or hinder them with disadvantage or inspiration, or you can also help create NPCs to populate the world. And also, as Mr. Birdverse a good friend of mine, did last week, you can have the players draw from their Harrow deck and incur a prophecy about their own future. Last week we saw, and we'll actually get to this in the recap, we saw Xantor draw from the Harrow deck, and when he got his fortune told back in town, things were fairly ominous. But we will get to that in just a bit. So, let's bring this down a little bit. Where's my music? My music. We'll do this. We'll go back to the dungeon. Turn off this epic fantasy music and bring in our intrigue, because what happened last time was the party had just finished at Hunclay, the wizard Hunclay's manor. They had cleared out all of the traps and most of the enemies there. They had visited Hunclay's cave, and they had defeated his giant minion that he had raised from some distant corner of the galaxy to defend his treasure. And in his treasure hoard, they found both the dust of darkness that they needed to destroy the light barrier that was keeping a female Shay, a creature of the shadow plane, bound within Hunclay's dungeon. They also found a large tome, a book that they now know is may be called The Secrets of the Dreaming Dark. It is a tome written in a strange language called Aklo, spoken by those with ties to the Shadow Realm. The Shay creature, turns out, is interested in being an ally, as she has no way to return to her own plane, and she wishes to find one, so she is willing to assist the party as she can until that happens. Xantor was going to delve into the tome and see if he could use her to translate some bits of it, but that was interrupted by his rather ominous turn of his the Harrow card that he's been keeping in his pocket, which turned out to be different than the one he had taken with him. So the group returned to town as a unit to see what was going on, and they found that Sandpoint had actually been reinforced. The sheriff had returned with the forces that he had requisitioned from Magmar, and Sandpoint is looking stronger than ever. Its gates and borders are defended by well-armed soldiers. The militia is in better shape than it's been. And it looks like wealthy merchants and travelers from abroad are visiting Sandpoint in order to participate in the auction that the town is going to be holding to auction off all of Hunclay's goods and belongings. An auction that the party has been invited to as special guests. But that's not for a few more days, as it seems they now have time to rest and relax. But before they did, they of course went to see Sheriff Hemlock, who thanked them profusely for keeping the town as safe as possible in the intervening time, and also said that if they wish to take a rest from protecting the town and from playing city guard, they could in fact venture out and take a bounty that he had, a bounty on goblins that he had just reinstated specifically for them, because it turns out that while merchants and stuff are flooding into the city, the goblins are restless, as the Brinestump goblins that live in the swamp to the south have taken to attacking travelers on the road with fireworks and rockets. And what this portends could only be misfortune. Also, the last thing that happened was that
I think we're being raided.
Oh my god. Well, welcome. Oh my god. Yeah, no. Thank you, Gunnar Vafan, for joining us. Welcome, my friend. Oh my god, Hitch is raiding us. Oh shit. Hold on. Let's get some ED raid in the chat, guys. Everyone show Hitch your love. Hitch, if you guys don't know, and thank you for the host, man. Hitch is a friend of mine, a fellow streamer. I believe he's a variety streamer who takes part particularly in Minecraft and other awesome games. And I have had the pleasure of playing D&D with him before, and he's a really, really cool guy. So thank you, Hitch. Let me see. I wish I could shout him out, but because I haven't set up that macro. But thank you, Hitch. If you guys can, if you want to share your link in chat, you can do that. Everyone go check him out. He's really cool, and his content is great.
Like bananas.
Yeah.
Bananas are good and mildly radioactive.
Bananas are disgusting.
What?
Bananas are fine. I hate artificial banana flavor, though.
That is gross.
I
That's
can't
even
do it.
gross stuff.
I can't stand bananas.
I like banana ice cream.
Oh.
But
You're so weird.
One last thing before we move on in the recap was Xantor actually visited his old friend Koya Mavashti to see exactly what this new card that he drew, the card being the Mute Hag, which was on screen before. That's mean. That is mean.
Somebody gonna get a 5-bolt through the nuts.
You're a douche.
But it was funny.
Oh man. And thank you so much, Obsal MC and the Questing Crafter and Not Future UK for joining. Welcome to the madness, my friend. I will drink in your honor. And as I do, I want to remind you guys, we are well on that road to 1K. So exclamation point 1K in chat. And once we hit that big 1K number, and we're real close to it, I've been working behind the scenes to prepare the coolest 24-hour stream you guys have ever seen. It's gonna have all kinds of great guests. It's gonna have amazing D&D content, and it's gonna be ridiculous. So, road to 1K and a drink for 3 of you.
Yay!
So while I'm doing this, Xantor, do you want to tell everyone what Koya informed you about the Harrow card?
She told me betrayal and that someone that I knew, possibly family, back in my druid tribe has gone dark for power, and like everything I know, it may not be what it seems. So I might need to go home sometime.
So none of us actually exist. You're playing this game by yourself.
What? Oh, actually,
We're all just voices in your head. You're actually all by yourself.
that's entirely possible. That I'm imagining this whole adventure, and I've just been sitting on like the side of a tree napping. Druids do hibernate in bear form, so maybe I like went into the woods, ate some bad berries, and I've been dreaming.
As opposed to good berries, which you usually dream.
Yeah. It's gonna be a Bob Newhart moment.
A Bob Newhart moment? I don't understand the berry reference to Bob Newhart.
The going to sleep and waking up. The whole show was actually a dream.
Someone making a pizza? Is that spiked roller thing?
No, that's my dog scratching the ground.
Oh, okay.
That's Frosty. Just
Frosty's still alive.
Frosty.
What the hell does that mean?
Frosty's 14 years old, and he is He is chugging along.
Good.
Frosty's gonna be
Good for
immortal.
Frosty.
Speaking of chugging, what are you drinking?
Me? Just Amstel Light?
No, he's looking at Ask.
This is Miller High Life. It's all I had in
Oh
the house.
God! Pour that shit back
Oh.
in.
Oh, put that back
Throw
in
it
the
away.
where you got it from. That's
I drank. Look, I filled less on the 24-hour stream. I filled this entire thing with Brass Monkey yesterday, and I drank all of it.
I don't care. That does not justify drinking.
It's
We just
all.
made
It's,
a beer. Do you want some of that?
yeah, sure. Mail me some.
I'm gonna,
Pour it in an envelope and send it.
as the show progresses, I'm gonna up my game on the drinking.
Oh,
So
dude.
I'll go get some liquor in a bit.
it's just practice for the front page show day.
Oh yeah, definitely a lot of drinking on that. I thought you said you were drinking. Oh, dude, come on! I didn't have time to go get a fresh six pack. All right.
Chris,
You could have drank toilet water. That would have been.
Chris, if we're doing that, we do need to throw in a little totally tweaked level drinking. So we need to
All right.
get something special for that.
But we
But
need to move on because we have wasted too much time and we have a game to get to. So where we pick up, you guys are actually still in town. It is still the middle of the day, so let's go crank up that Sirenscape as Xantor has just come out of Koya's house. Yeah, house.
I'm gonna head to the tavern and go meet up with the guys.
Okay.
'Cause I think that's where they said they were last heading.
You got it. So, you guys, let me bring you over to the map. You guys are here in Sandpoint. And we will say, as a unit, you guys can all meet up back at the Rusty Dragon. Because, if you recall, you have not seen Ameko in a bit. You haven't seen her in a little while. And, you know, some of you went back there already to get your drink on. When you... What's
I have
up?
a bar stool with my name on it.
Yeah, you do. So you guys, let's crank up the tavern music. Where's the Rusty Dragon? There we go. And just a quick shout out: all of our sounds and such are provided by the fantastic folks over at Sirenscape. Thank you for providing us with such awesome ambiance. So you guys are chilling around a table in the Rusty Dragon, and Amiko has Xantor. When you get there, Amiko has already kind of joined the group. And she's just kind of leaning on the table, like her arms crossed under her chin, saying, "So, you have some stories to tell me? I want to hear all about it. Come on, it's been so boring around here."
This is the same Amiko who slapped my hand and wouldn't let me go behind the bar.
Well, you guys are sitting at a table. She's...
Huge personality change.
She almost died.
Yeah, she almost died, so she's
But
like...
it's still her bar, so she's still not going to let you back there.
I'm already back there, so I don't really know.
Anyway,
Uh,
there are many.
You can't stop us both.
She's got two hands, and do not mess with her when she's got a kettle. Anyway, so there are probably many stories we could tell you, ranging from, let's see, what was the first one we did after the Glassworks?
Where's Zach?
This was
What?
He's
Oh.
busy.
Yeah, I don't have a... Give me a second, I'll
On the
grab a
phone.
token.
Don't worry about where he is.
Chill.
On some weird invention called the phone. Anyway, so we went up to the tower. We were going to go there. We were actually trying to deliver books, and we got up to the tower, and I completely relate all of this crap.
All right.
That's what brought us back here after Sheriff Fuckwit told us that we could. He would allow us to stay in a tavern if we wished to, and I wanted to slap the stupid off his face, but there's so much stupid. There's no way I could fucking do it.
Just hitting more than once.
Oh, it would. There is far more stupid than there is him. So.
I don't think he likes him.
She says, so you found all kinds of stuff under his tower? I mean, he was always a recluse, but...
Not so much under the tower. there were some things under the
Well, you didn't find anything. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
there were some kobolds, one of which now serves Xantor, or will once we finish reprogramming him. That I mean torturing him further into submission. Probably shouldn't do that. But anyway, he sworn fealty to our druid. But in the mansion, that's we went through doing cataloging. Cataloging of everything except for the stuff that these guys took. So, well, actually, even that was cataloged as well. But the American.
I didn't take shit.
Yes, and
That guy took stuff. The druid.
She says, well, it's good to see you guys are doing well. I mean, things have been strange here. I've still don't know what to do with the family business. I don't really want to run it, and I don't have the heart to keep it open.
Give us the deed. We'll take care of it. We'll run it.
Insurance.
She says, as much as I would enjoy seeing that, somehow I think your coming and going would impact performance as a manager. But
you don't think we know numbers? We know numbers.
well, I know
you wanted to run it. I thought we were just going to burn it for the insurance money. My bad.
I know the Mercantile League has been, and especially the Scarnetti family has been making offers. Some of them seem fairly tempting.
So you'll sell it to them, and then we'll burn it down for you. Okay.
I hear what you're putting down.
So, what's this about you? You taking another excursion? I heard there were events outside of things outside of town that the sheriff was looking to have you deal with.
Yeah, the sheriff has paid us to hunt for kobold heads. Every kobold head, he'll pay us 100 gold. And then every chieftain is 1,000 gold.
Goblins, and it's every pair of ears.
You say ears, I say heads.
At least get the
Goblins.
Heads are easier to mount. Man.
Ears are easy to carry.
You just ruined my whole plan to show with just a whole bunch of heads on sticks and
You
stuff.
still can, just don't lie to her about what you're doing. She's not involved in the agreement. You want to give head to the sheriff? That's fine. Go ahead. I don't mind.
Wait, who are you giving head to?
This is why we never leave town. This is why we never go to town.
And thank you so much to Hitch for the $2 who says inspiration for Xantor and his scratchy dog.
Frosty, you won me something. Yay!
Yay, Frosty!
Now it's still getting.
Thank you so much, Hitch. Hold on, let me shoot you some experience. Give hit. And while this is happening, the Miko kind of slides out one of the chairs and kind of sits on like backwards and sits on it. She says, you know, I've been thinking a lot, and it's I love my tavern. I love this town, but with everything, you know, I'm the only one here now, and I've been thinking about my life as a young adventurer. It seems more apt to go off wandering the world now than ever. Just wish I could find a reason to do it.
Good luck with that.
Sounds like you just listed several of them. As much as you love this town and your tavern, the wanderlust is kicking in. There's nothing else here aside from those two things to give you any ties to keep you here. There's no reason you shouldn't.
She says, it sounds simple, but I do have the tavern, and I mean, I can't just shutter it and leave it.
Could sell it.
But to who?
To me.
Garnetti's
I
or
was about to say, me and the druid can take over.
he can't even remember his own partner's name. I would not encourage you to sell.
I've always called him the druid.
He has always called me a druid.
She says, "Well, it's certainly been something I've been thinking about. I've been going over the notes sent by my brother over and over, and things have just been on my mind. But I don't want to trouble you with all of that. I hope you come back from your hunt with more stories. You know the patrons here will always love a good telling when the crowd comes in."
I'll walk over by the bar and I'll start pouring myself a drink. And be like, "How about you share your stuff with us, your story with us, and you sit down and share your troubles while I pour us some drinks." I just start pouring multiple drinks, probably 10 mugs worth.
She kind of looks over. She says, "Honestly, I wouldn't suggest quitting your job to become a bartender."
That's good because he doesn't actually have a job.
Druids don't need jobs.
See the mascot?
So I say that we go back to task of kobold goblin hunting.
Like some weird hybrid. It's like a hobbit.
What? What?
I thought it was like some weird kobold goblin hybrid.
I don't.
Hobbit. Kobold and rabbit.
Alright. So you guys can wind away the rest of the rest of the day just kind of drinking and talking with Ameko. Do you have anything you want to buy, anything you want to do in town? Did you want to set out for the swamp at first light, or did you have anyone else you wanted to see, talk to, anything like that?
How far away is the swamp?
The swamp is not particularly far. It's probably about a day and a day's walk, maybe, if you make good pace.
Okay. I would just like to make sure we have provisions if we need to worry.
Yeah, it's the swamp is probably about a third of the way between Sandpoint and Magnamar.
Okay.
I'm gonna. Oh, sorry, I was gonna suggest we stop by the guard's office and get our new friend, and also get our other friend of the shadow variety.
Oh
yeah. Where is she at?
She's outside of town.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's in the north.
Yeah, she, if we need her, we can find her, or she can find us. She just doesn't want to talk to people. Kind of like Balin.
I don't want to talk to you guys either.
I don't want to talk to useless people. It's not that I don't want to talk to them. I just don't want to deal with them.
Or be around them, or look at them, or listen to them.
Smell them, any of them.
Smell their hair.
Who smells? No.
So what is your guys' plan?
Stopping at the sheriff's office and getting my...
Tonight?
He wants his
day.
kobold pet.
You
Can a
can
bear have a kobold?
you can in theory take it with you, but it honestly, like, you don't really know. Like, it's not particularly by itself is not particularly effective in combat.
Well, I'm not gonna use them to fight. I was gonna use them for like knowledge of like, the best way to attack the kobold camp.
You're not fighting kobolds.
Goblins.
You're going to kill goblins.
That
Only
would probably.
someone would have told him that already.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I was just gonna go slaughter a bunch of random kobolds.
I'm sure they deserved it.
No, I thought you were doing a bit where you just ignore the fact that everyone keeps telling you it's not kobolds.
Yeah, I'm doing a bit. That's what this is. A bit. Who's on first base?
First base?
So we're killing goblins, right?
Yay!
Okay.
I'm gonna keep whispering hobbits, and I'm gonna see.
All right, I'm ready to murder some hobbits. Hobbits.
Next time we go to the sheriff's office, it'll be to visit Xantor.
Probably.
All
All right.
right.
Are we? Do you want to go? Are we like gonna sleep?
Oh, I found out.
It's the middle of the day.
Yeah, I'm an elf. I don't sleep. I meditate for 4 hours for full rest.
That
That,
sounds
that wasn't
awful.
that wasn't her question.
Yeah,
Oh,
how are we going to pass the evening? Did you guys want to like head out now and?
Well, that's what I said. You could either, if you wanted to, if you had supplies you wanted to buy or people you wanted to talk to in town, you can go do that. You can pass the evening just at a tavern. You have rooms here at the tavern, so you can pass the evening here and then go out in the morning. It's really up to you guys.
let's just get started and like let's just go kill
Nothing
those
entertains
guys.
an audience like a good shopping episode.
I need.
No, we don't need any more beans. We got enough beans. Get the tomato.
I need
Is there
3
an
yards of string.
Ulta or a Sephora around here?
I need 3 yards of string, 2 feet of rope, hemp,
You guys know the difference between these two brands? I mean, one's cheaper, but
silk rope.
So
That's
moving
not
on.
for what you
that
think.
sounds expensive.
We could do the thing where we say we spend the evening doing whatever the hell we individually want to do, and the dawn comes and boom, off we go.
Yeah,
When
I
you
like that
say
plan.
dawn,
We could do that.
do you mean like early?
What
Something
other
like
dawn is there?
Yeah.
The evening one.
Yeah, I mean it could be
dusk.
like the dawn of the afternoon.
No, that's called dusk.
Or the dawn of Planet of the Apes.
Like it could be, yeah. Like a dawn just means the
Alright.
The
beginning.
monkeys take over.
Still gonna need an answer, guys.
So we're gonna wait for the dawn of time
Again,
again.
after the big sun,
All right.
the big
So,
bang.
so here's our answer. We do whatever it is we each need to do, and then it's daytime, and we're ready to go.
Okay. I mean, do you have anything pressing you need to do? Like, did any of you want to stock up on potions, weapons, anything like that?
Do I have potions? I got shit tons of weapons. I think I'm good. I still got potions. Of course, my berries. are
I'm gonna study I'm gonna like look through the pages of the tome in my room.
Okay. You don't speak the language, so
I know. I'm
what
just gonna
exactly
look
would you
at the
like
pictures.
to?
I'm gonna look at the pictures and like maybe I can like infer like patterns.
I'll allow you to roll an intelligence check.
Yes.
Can I
and-
help him as a bonus action to give him?
To do what?
Give him.
How do you want to help? What are you trying to help him do?
read the book?
Well, he can't. He's not gonna. He can't read it. He does not speak the language. Reading
It's written in like
impossible.
it's written in like Cthulhu text. Actually,
Yes.
it's not written in.
The our shade chick can't read it.
No,
She
couldn't
can.
read it.
She's not with. No, she does speak.
She's not here.
She
Oh, she
speaks
can?
Aklo. Yeah, she told you she speaks Aklo.
Oh Jesus! All right, I'm gonna try to read it, or I'm gonna like try to infer until
Okay.
I get up with her again. Because maybe there's
All right.
something that stands out.
Were we gonna meet her and drag her along?
Yeah, she's agreed to join us.
In the morning when we go to leave, we're staying at the pub and doing stuff, and then we're gonna sleep.
Xantor, here. Let me check something because there was actually.
Let me give you another roll because that was terrible.
No, I'm not. No, that's not happening. But I know I have a. I know I
I'm
have
gonna
a.
get another beer. So.
All right. So as you're looking through the page, you can't like the images make no sense to you. The text is gibberish. I'm actually gonna give you a cutout, which is hold on. Crop and we'll like let me show you this while I save it to my. By the way, while I'm doing this, so I was saving this. I was sending a Dropbox image to my players yesterday in the 24-hour stream. I didn't realize I'd accidentally linked the whole Dropbox folder.
Are you
So-
sending me Dropbox? That means I need to install Dropbox.
No, it's just a link directly to the image, so it'll just
Okay.
open up in your browser. So let me put this in Roll20 here. That is basically that's basically what you're looking at, like just pages and pages of that intercut with various illustrations and
That's
just
fun looking.
all kinds of
Okay,
shit.
I can actually kind of. So KTCEFEGT.
So
This is like an optical exam.
LE.
while he's having a stroke, I did have a quick question for you.
Yes.
As my 2 new languages for my level 3, I picked Celestial and Draconic, which is from D&D 5e. Do those also equate to anything in this world? Otherwise, they
Yeah. Celestial and Draconic are both real languages.
Okay.
This book specifically is Aklo, which is not a language you took. It's also probably not a language you would be able to take because you have no one to teach it to you. But yeah, Celestial and Draconic are both understood languages. So yeah, I mean that's just pages and pages of that intercut with strange illustrations. Some of them of humans, some of them of not humans, some of them of strange designs and patterns. It's really not much of anything.
Holy shit! I found Waldo.
That first word is probably pronounced Astagoria.
Back.
So, hey, welcome back.
That was one hell of a phone call.
His grandmother.
You're naked in the street, by the way.
So he's doing that. You guys didn't have anything you wanted to buy or anything. You can just take your rest and start out at
I wanted
first
to
light.
get generic provisions for the trip. I don't have.
That's fine.
specifics.
Ameko will happily provide you guys with packs of rations, of trail rations and stuff. She kind of she regularly supplies the general store with that kind of stuff. So she can give you some.
And I'm good.
All right.
Yeah. More alcohol.
So, you guys start out at first light, and before you go, Amiko will tell you. She said, because you guys are talking throughout the night, and she says, if you're going to the Brinestump Marsh, there's a you're going to have to walk down the Lost Coast Road to the south, and then there's there's 2 trails really. There's the old trail, which no one really uses anymore, and then the new trail, which is sometimes used by fishermen and people who want to travel into the swamp, but no one really does. It's not a popular destination. If you go in there, I hear there's 2 things you should watch out for. One is the warden of the swamp. He lives there, and he makes it his job to keep everything under wraps and keep his eye on everything within the borders. Though exactly how well he does of that, I don't really know. He says, sorry, I was muting him. She says, he lives alone as far as I know. I've never been, I don't know exactly where his house is, but I hear it's at the end of the new fish trail. And the other thing, aside from the goblin tribe, is the swamp witch.
Swamp witch?
Swamp.
Yeah,
They're like a sandwich, but made with swamp.
Oh, I thought there was a sentence fragment. I always thought he was going to say, the swamp
Witch.
consumes people or something.
Smells fantastic.
You mean the witch? Like,
yeah, there's...
Douglas.
Yeah, there are stories about an old witch that lives in the swamp. I don't know. I've heard a lot of different versions of them, but I think.
Do any of them rhyme and end in very nasty? No, that's a limerick. Sorry. No. Go.
It's okay, Hansel. It's okay.
She says, to be honest, I don't know enough to make any concrete suggestions about her. Just keep your eyes out and watch. They say there are strange things that live in the Brinestump. And of course there's the goblin tribe. They live somewhere deep in the swamp, but I couldn't tell you where.
Do we know if the goblins are at all in any way allied with said witch?
I don't think they'd be smart enough to. The goblins don't generally make allies, as far as I know.
And yet, we are in this particular situation.
Well, it's possible, I suppose. I don't. No one keeps up with these things and comes back and tells me about it. So, I don't really have any ideas about that, but just keep yourselves safe.
All right, is everybody ready to go? Because I'm actually going to go back upstairs and put my pants on. I forgot to put them on this morning.
What?
I noticed, but I wasn't going to say anything.
I'm going to walk off and go back upstairs as everybody stares at my bare dwarven ass.
Yes,
My bare dwarven ass.
as opposed to a dwarven bear ass, which is more Xantor's thing.
A druid bear ass.
Oh, what happened to my ass?
We're talking about the bear ass.
My ass wasn't on screen, was it?
No, but your dishes were.
Right, so
I'm back.
putting on
You ready to
pants.
go?
Okay, good. You're back. Nice.
I'm ready to go, yeah.
All right.
I even remember my shoes.
That would be
All right.
helpful.
So you guys are making you guys pack up your stuff. You leave Sandpoint via the southern road, passing the guards as you do. And let's hold on one sec.